Have you ever heard a drum speak? Not in rhythm or beat, but in actual voice, clear as a whisper in the wind, bold as thunder in a storm. What if that drum could uncover every lie, every hidden truth, every secret in your heart? And what if telling those truths came at a cost no one was ready to pay? This is the tale of a poor village drummer named Kofi, who found such a drum, and whose life and the lives of everyone he knew would never be the same. Long ago, in the heart of Kofi, West Africa, nestled between towering baobab trees and rolling golden fields, lay a humble village named Oduro. The people of Oduro lived simple lives, farming, fishing, weaving, and singing under the stars. And among them was a man known to all, not for wealth or strength, but for his music. His name was Kofi. Kofi was a drummer. Not just any drummer, but one whose hands moved like rivers over the surface of stretched tide, whose rhythms could summon rain or soothe a crying child. Yet for all his gift, Kofi was poor. He played his drum in the village square for coins, and slept beneath a roof patched with palm leaves and old hope. But he never complained. Music, he believed, was enough until the day the forest called to him. Every 7 days, when the moon was fullest and the wind spoke in whispers, Kofi would walk to the edge of the forbidden grove, a dense, dark patch of ancient forest where no one dared enter. The elders had warned of spirits there, guardians of old magic that protected their secrets with jealousy. But Kofi wasn't afraid of stories. He had grown up hearing them, stories of talking trees, whispering winds, and creatures that danced. Under moonlight, he loved those tales. This night, as the moon hung like a silver drum in the sky, he walked closer than ever before. The wind carried a faint rhythm, 3 beats, a pause, then 2. Again, over and over, it was a drum beat. His heartbeat quickened. Who would dare play a drum in the forbidden grove? Kofi stepped forward, each footfall soft as cotton. The trees swayed, not with the wind, but with intention, as if making way. Then he saw it. In the center of a small clearing, placed atop a stone pedestal, sat a drum unlike any he had ever seen. It was carved from dark wood that shimmered like obsidian, its hide a deep red, like blood soaked into leather. All symbols were etched around its base, symbols older than any writing Kofi knew, and it pulsed. Not metaphorically, literally thumped like a living heart. Kofi's eyes widened. Something inside him said, leave. But something deeper, his soul, his hunger, his music said, stay. And he did. With trembling fingers, Kofi reached out. The moment his hand touched the drum, everything stopped. The wind fell silent. The crickets hushed. Even the rustling trees stood still. Then, a voice. Do you seek truth, Kofi of Oduro? Kofi stumbled back, heart racing. The voice wasn't from outside, echoed inside his mind, ancient and deep, yet clear and sharp like the ring of a bell. WC speaks, he asked aloud. The drum responded, I am the voice of rhythm, the eye of secrets, the heart of truth. Kofi blinked, his breath caught in his chest. A talking drum. I reveal what others hide. I show what others fear. Every beat is a truth. Every rhythm, a revelation. Will you play me, Kofi? Will you carry the burden of truth? He hesitated. Burden. Truth had never seemed heavy before, but the drum, it shimmered with power. A mystery too deep to walk away from. Yes, he whispered, I will. And with that, the air shifted. A surge of energy passed through him as his hands struck the drum. Boom, ba, boom. The rhythm flowed not from him, but through him, a language older than time itself. Visions flashed before his eyes. Villagers hiding money, lovers betraying each other, merchants cheating customers. He gasped and pulled away. What was that? The drum answered, "Truth, the first of many." Kofi fell to his knees. It was overwhelming, yet intoxicating. He had touched something divine. He didn't yet know. He had also awakened something dangerous. The next morning, Kofi returned to the village with the drum wrapped in a cloth made from woven banana leaves. He told no one where he had gone. No one would have believed him. At the town square, curious eyes watched him unwrap the strange drum. The wood glistened under the morning sun, and a hush fell over the crowd. He placed the drum before him and struck it. 3 times, boom, bob, boom. The effect was immediate AMA. The baker's wife suddenly clutched her chest and cried out, "I stole the flour. It wasn't termites that ate it, it was me." Gasps followed. Then another villager's voice rang out, confessing a lie. And another, and another. Kofi stared in awe. He had said nothing, he'd merely played. But the drum had summoned truth like a magnet to metal. By evening, the village was buzzing. Some feared him, others praised him, but none ignored him. They gave him a name, the Truth Teller, and for the first time in his life, Kofi didn't go to sleep hungry. Asterisk, asterisk, in the days that followed, Kofi's fame grew like wildfire across the savannah. Word of the Truth Teller spread beyond Ojuro to neighboring villages. Chiefs summoned him. Traders brought gifts. He played, and secrets spilled like broken pots. Yet with each truth revealed, something shifted. Not all truths were harmless. A jealous wife accused her sister of poisoning her stew. A merchant's son was disowned for a secret marriage. An elder's reputation was ruined by a long-buried crime. The village grew tense. What once felt like a blessing began to rot at the edges. One night, as Kofi slept in his now upgraded hut with a proper roof and soft mat, the drum began to hum low. Steady, ominous, he sat up. "What do you want?" he whispered. The drum answered in a voice like distant thunder. "They do not thank you. They fear you. And fear ... turns to hate." Kofi felt a chill crawl up his spine. He looked around. Outside his window, shadows moved where none should be. That night, he dreamed of the forest again. But this time, the trees were weeping blood. Let me know when you're ready for part 5, and I'll continue the story just below. Asterisk, asterisk, Kofi awoke with sweat soaking his tunic and a thudding in his chest, not from fear, but from the drum it sat at the foot of his bed, untouched, yet humming still. In the village square, people no longer greeted him with smiles. Mothers hushed their children when he passed. Whispers followed him like shadows. The truth, it seemed, had a bitter taste. And then came the first real price. A young girl named Abina Brutide, and Beloved stood in the circle while her father begged Kofi to reveal who had stolen from their farm. Kofi hesitated, but the crowd chanted, "Truth, truth, truth, truth." So he played boom boom, ba-boom, and the drum spoke. Abina, the thief, was Abina. Gasps, then silence. The girl burst into tears. Her mother fainted. Her father crumbled to his knees. Later that night, she fled the village, and days later, word came that her body was found by the river. Kofi dropped the drum and ran, but it called to him, "Always let me know when you're ready for part 6, and I'll continue the story just below." Asterisk, asterisk, Kofi locked the drum in a goat hide sack and buried it beneath his hut. For days, he refused to speak to anyone. He didn't play, didn't leave his room, barely ate. But even in silence, the drum spoke in his dreams, in his waking thoughts, in the tremble of his fingers, echoed, "Truth must be heard, or lies will reign." He tried to forget, but the village would not allow it. Disputes broke out. Accusations flew like arrows. People demanded Kofi return, settle their arguments, reveal betrayals, resolve feuds. Without the truth, chaos had bloomed. The elders came to him, pleading. "You hold the power to guide us," said Elder Nana Kwabena. "Without you, mistrust will destroy Odero." And so shaking, weary, haunted Kofi returned to the square. He dug up the drum, but this time it was different. The wood had darkened, the carvings deeper as if the drum had aged with hunger. And when he placed his hands on it, it burned. Not enough to wound, but enough to warn. "If you will not pay the price," it said, "another will." He looked up. A dozen villagers surrounded him, eyes full of need. He struck it once. Boom. A scream tore through the crowd. A man collapsed, clutching his chest. His wife shrieked, "You poisoned my brother." No words were spoken, but the truth had been heard, and the price had been paid. As tension simmered and fear spread through Odero, Kofi sought answers. The drum's power was no blessing. It was a curse. But from where had it come? One night, under a blood-red moon, Kofi returned to the Forbidden Grove. The forest was alive, with shadows and whispers as if it awaited him. In the clearing, an ancient figure appeared, a wizened old woman with eyes like burning embers. "I am Nana Ja, the keeper of the forest's secrets," she said. "The drum you wield was crafted long ago by a sorcerer who wished to reveal truth but trapped the souls of his enemies within it. The drum hungers for justice, but justice without mercy consumes all." Kofi trembled. "How do I stop it, Nana?" Ya's voice was stern. "The drum cannot be silenced without a sacrifice. One who loves the village more than life itself must offer their spirit." Kofi's heart clenched. "Then I must choose." She nodded. "Before dawn, or the drum's curse will unravel all you hold dear." Asterisk, asterisk, Kofi returned to the village, the weight of Nana Ya's words crushing his spirit. The drum lay silent, but heavy in his arms, as if sensing the storm to come. That evening, the village gathered in the square, tension thick, like the humid air before a storm. Kofi stepped forward, drum in hand. "I have learned the truth about this drum," he said. "It demands a sacrifice. To save Odero, I must give myself." Gasps filled the air. Mothers clutched their children. Elders whispered prayers. But Kofi was resolute. He struck the drum. Once, boom, a warm light enveloped him. He closed his eyes as the drum's ancient magic pulled at his soul. The villagers watched as Kofi's form shimmered and faded, his final rhythm echoing in their hearts. When the light dimmed, the drum lay cracked, and silent peace returned. The village of Odero never forgot Kofi, the humble drummer who bore the burden of truth so they wouldn't have to. The drum, now broken, taught them that truth must be balanced with mercy, and that some secrets are best held with care. And so, the story of the drum that could talk became a legend, a reminder that every truth has a cost, and every beat carries a story. Asterisk, asterisk, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. If you watched till the end, please comment Kofi so that we could understand you were with us till the end. As well as, please let us know, where are you watching from? Before leaving, please hit the subscribe button, comment your thought, and share with your nearest and dearest one. See you in the next one. Until to the next one, stay happy. Goodbye.